Connecticut, what's going on? We are down here in Wallingford at Red Scroll Records, one of the best independent record shops anywhere on the East Coast. Come down and check it out. I'm very pleased to introduce a band that I've been wanting on this show since day one, and we finally have them. It's a band called Iron Hand. Standing to my right here is Brian, vocalist for Iron Hand. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Let's talk about this band real quick. When I listen to it, I hear punk, hardcore, thrash, a little bit of grind, a little bit of doom, all sorts of elements in there. It's like a smorgasbord of heavy awesomeness. Tell me where the sound for this band comes from.
Really, we just wanted to try and put together like a D-beat crust hardcore band, so it's kind of the typical influences of that micro genre, looking at Scandinavian influences, Japanese influences, American influences as well. Being from Connecticut, of course, you have to tip your hat to a lot of the northwestern D-beat thrash bands from Connecticut are in the mid-90s, and we kind of took a lot of that influence. We wanted to do something with that in mind, and that's what Iron Hand has become.
I have this utopian vision in my head that you can go play metal shows and you can go play punk shows, and there'll be kids at both shows that like this band. Am I dreaming that, or is that you're actually seeing that?
No, we've actually seen that, and I definitely share your utopian vision as well. I think that's definitely something I've kind of carried along with me throughout the various bands I've been in, and the various kind of, again, like sub-genres of scenes and stuff that we all sort of populate. But we really like the fact that we're kind of, in some senses, for some people, like the hardcore band for the metal crowd, or the metal band for the hardcore crowd, or however that works out. I mean, whatever, if it helps you enjoy it, we're fine with that. But we've gotten to play with bands like I Hate God, so we play that kind of more like doomy, like kind of doomy metal vibe. But then we've also been able to play with bands like local bands like Broken and Oil Tanker and Mob 47 from Europe, and Age, and those are bands that more harken to that D-beat hardcore punk attitude and mentality and sound, and so we're kind of happy that we can kind of toe that line, and it's ideally it seems natural and it doesn't sound too forced to either side.
But let's talk about the future of this band. We talked a little bit off camera. You guys already writing some new material. Are we going to see any releases anytime in the near future?
So we have a 4-song EP called Usurper Divine. It's going to be out on Red Scroll Records. It's going to be released toward the end of March, I've been told, and our record release show is going to be somewhere, I think, on Record Store Day on April 16th. We also have a 45 coming out on Safety Meeting Records, which I'm really excited about. Kind of a topic we brought up already about kind of challenging some established concepts about Safety Meeting being largely an indie rock label, great indie rock label from New Haven, and we really admire what they do, and we're friends with a lot of those bands, and we don't always get to play with those bands just because that's the kind of the way things go, but to be on that label I think says a lot about people's willingness to kind of give us a shot and support us. And then so that'll be out on Safety Meeting probably sometime in the late spring, hopefully. And then we're looking to do a split 7-inch with Stone Titan, who are another Connecticut doom outfit of sorts, and we're looking to put a split out with them. We're writing the songs for that now. We've probably got 2 to 4 new songs coming down the pike, and we'll hopefully get to play those soon and have that ready to go.
That's exciting stuff, so make sure you check out all of those releases coming up, and I'm sure you can buy them all right here at Red Scroll Records, so be ready. Right now we're going to go into some live footage, though, from a show that you guys played recently. It was a benefit show, if I understand correctly, right?
Yeah, it was a benefit show. Carlos from Safety Meeting approached us about playing a benefit show for his friend who was ill, and it was a show with Broken and a couple other bands who now, this show was a little while ago, so it's escaping my memory, but I know we love playing with Broken. We love helping out Carlos. The idea of the concept of the show and the cause was something we thought we could lend a hand to, and it ended up being a really good time. I mean, the crowd was out into the street, and you know, Cafe 9 is a really great place to play. We play there a bunch, and we really like playing there. So it ended up being a really fun time, and the benefit raised a lot of money. The individual the benefit was for was able to make it to the show, and he seemed to have a really good time with it too. So that was really helpful, and you know, definitely an important aspect of why we were there. So it was a really good time, and it was a really great show, and I'm glad that there's a recording of it so we can kind of revisit it and you know, see what we saw.
Let's check it out. This is live footage at Cafe 9, Iron Hand. Get ready.
All right, this next song is on a 7-inch. They'll be coming out on State DVD Records. We're very happy with that.
Well, that about wraps it up for tonight's show, everybody. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate the support. We'd also like to thank the Connecticut Roller Girls for allowing us to come down here and hang out at their practice. Don't forget to go to CT.com beginning April 6th and help us find the next bout announcer for the Connecticut Roller Girls. You get to decide, so make sure you vote. And also make sure you check out their next bout, April 16th, at the CT Sports Complex in Woodbridge, Connecticut. Until next time, everybody, stay classy, Connecticut.